Welcome to Business Law course. This is the seventh and also the last part of finance law topic. In this part, we will discuss about infrastructure financing activities. Infrastructure financing activities is an activities of providing funds specifically for the infrastructure project. This financing activity is conducted by infrastructure financing company. This type of financing is also a high risk financing. It's quite similar with modal ventura based on the perspective of risk, because doing this kind of financing, the company who do the fundraise would take the responsibility and possibility of loss during the conduction of the financing. In case that the financing is not bring profit, then the loss will be the responsibility of the company. However, if the infrastructure would bring advantage and profit, then at that moment the financing company would start to take the return and the profit. For example, in case of the construction of the public facilities like boulevard, the bridge, in this case, if the party who want to build it, let's say the government has no enough money to build it, but they try to find some fundraise from the financing company, then the financing company would build the public facilities or the infrastructure. So the return will start when the using of the infrastructure will bring profit. But until what year the using of infrastructure would bring profit, well, that would be the problems that will be faced by the financing company in infrastructure financing activities. There are three kinds of activities in infrastructure financing conducted by the infrastructure financing company. The first one is direct lending. In this case, the company do the direct financing for the new project of the infrastructure. The second one is refinancing the infrastructure project that have been financed by other party. This situation happen when the project is postponed for a certain period of time, and then the project is going to be continued, so the party who has the idea to establish the project find a new infrastructure financing company to continue the construction. So this is the second type. And the third type is providing subordinate loans related to infrastructure financing. So it's only focused on a certain particular part of the building of the construction of the infrastructure. Infrastructure financing company operation are including provide credit enhancement as well as guarantee for infrastructure financing, provide advisory advices, equity investment, fund swap market related to infrastructure financing, and or carry out other activities or give other facilities related to infrastructure financing after securing or seal of approval from the minister. From this classification of operation activity, we can infer that the conduction of financing operation by the infrastructure financing companies, including not only the financing itself but also including the advisory role. Here the company could also give a suggestion, advice on how to succeed the infrastructure. and also related to the development of the particular part of investment in the infrastructure construction. This is the example of company that do the infrastructure financing activity, PT Sarana Multi Infrastructure. For sure, we can also find another example of the company that joined this business area. In conclusion, financing activities is activities in providing funds or capital goods or certain facilities to be used by a certain party who actually has no money or capital to do what they want to do or buy what they want to buy or use what they want to use. And in this case, this party is helped by the financing institution, and they can do whatever they want to do and whatever they want to buy, but then as the compensation they have to pay the financing company, whether in one-time payment or in installment. It's all based on the contract. So contract, once again, is the basis of you to understand your right and obligation in financing engagement. There are some classification of financing activities. We've mentioned several here, but once again I'm giving you a notification that in practice the classification of financing activities is not only all the types that we've learned in this course. It's still open to another types as long as it's qualified for the characteristic of financing activity. We can find export financing activities, import financing activities, and etc. Okay. So here's the conclusion, and I hope you understand the course and all the parts of the course well. We'll see again at the other topic. Thank you. Ciao.